from saying, Omo Mawarigu, any Ekunafo, Omo Mukunu, and Asom Yirewu. Most Sanko for no Oba Ursula Owusu constituency. Sanko for na Ursula di omo campaign pa. Sanko for na Ursula dada omo. Today, Oko Ursula constituency. The oya nene say, Osi oye donation ama Ekunafo. Into ye kunani abra, obejen tuma no ama 100 Ghana. Yadanfu bi koye. Okoye ne si 100 Ghana no de. Ye de be man the constituency de ndi ama no. Na onjen tuma no. Unim 100 Ghana de $5 ma unim $5. The Ursula Owusu eye no constituency no. Oba o se Ekunafo no pese obo mo. Ekunafo ni nyina mbra. Watena aban mu 8 years, we yi $5. 100 Ghana cedis $5. And tonsuo obi amete. Or the 100 Ghana or the beji to me wo another 8 years. Now I share space. Ana or the ntumagwa hye ne nufu ase de nkutua for ne nufu so alternative ne so wonte brofo wagimi ye gye ya man. Ye ne ekunafo na ewo Ghana no mo enkunafo no mo na MPP fo use mo de gye power. Sebio omafa ekunafo Ghana de se de omagimi. Enti de omo ba omo ya ne se and one person or side the pie Ursula Owusu. Oko ne constituency a last 4 years no oche bayire ekunafo mbegye bayire nti wo mebi wakodu. Last 4 years na Ursula Owusu eche bayire enye ponawu bayire aso bayire ena na Ursula Owusu eche wakoto bayire na obegu fie ena o se ekunafo mra na ye mo ekunafo nti omo kwa na wa mo bayire osotoma me bayire a wo 2 or 3 days na asai bayire and they so wakoto ntoma bi wo China ena okwa na wa 100 Ghana na o se je ntoma po baako na toma no ono na oni ni gina ono hwe ne ho a odi gina ho wajisike wo wiase nyina ma wo $5. 100 Ghana cedis is $5. $5 is 100 Ghana cedis. Intaye dena sebio wo yokunani ntia sebio wagimi entuma po se we nya mfra adan ubewu sebio so man ne ye na otumi kodwa so etumi di dwa entuma po de ne beyewo na mama saa kwa we a ne sen rough enenam eye ne constituency bridge kro otumi nye na osi o mo ekunafo no omde ekunafo ye politics a che, but we will get there. Now the person no can want something say Airtel me beka kire mu mbre bi say Airtel no Ursula Owusu dia on the parties omo dia omo ton o me ka kire say Airtel omo ton $1 and yes am ka kire yes Ghana government Airtel 1 Ghana asset ni bibia wo mbia na omo ton $1 Ghana yete ya na Ursula beka asem ne kire. Now the news now me besa me kire and I'm not going to go too deep. There be a car some chema, Ursula Kotena Sempa, and your Busano, Airtel Wasem. Say what ton and answer on ton yet.
And how about the Airtel and AirtelTigo? And where are we now with that? Because I mean, him say, I buy intervening in that, no?
Almost so they're hanging in there.
But government expressed interest, say you may take you over that company, no?
No.
In what's happening with them?
Oh, that's not coming about time, yeah, dear.
Them drew stage be in the negotiation. And I because say, that issue came, say, you torn for just $1, I can't growing concern and all of that. Where are we now? And then the question, and I'm sir.
They are operating as a going concern. So I want to say, they're looking at alternatives to refinance the company into Omugus. Abai Anton Airtel Emma Obia. Abai Anton Airtel. Indianos Matizen and William say Aton Airtel fine was Yanton. They've entered into a joint venture partnership.
With Tigo?
No. With a UK firm.
Okay.
Hanam Investments. They've entered into a joint venture partnership. And no interest yaton company. Nature say, it's say Airtel 80.
Yes.
80 ewo. Ena wakwako hwehwe partner on any be adwuma bi ewo omodwuma kuo ni, which is also allowed. Because advise you ni sika o de be ba be hye modwuma ni. Nti mo a mo hwe kwan a mo be fa so a mubenya sika edi aye mo adwuma no.
Yes.
So they've entered into that partnership, joint venture partnership, and you seal. To Miss Romo, and I'm can say a tone and so soon say and toy. Our joint venture partnership, no. Eddie partner, no Eddie Sika share company, nim. More equipment, here for.
Yes.
More. I was almost year in Shishaya Babuana, Omajumano Susu Edim. Need 4G, here. Ye significant investment I was say omuye. So literally sa joint venture partner ebeboa ama omo aye sa nhihye ni nyina na emom enkomo no ye ni wie conditions precedent the bema sa joint venture partnership aye effective no omo wie.
Okay.
Until say ebe wie ni mean si me bo enka say omo ne won awie nhihye ni nti that say no mo be she adwuma no ase. That is where they are currently.
And that is workers are Airtel workers are in 80 now still have their job.
They are still working. What to say you be the one? One person omu ja adwuma ne de omu agya ko. Omu person omu ye adwuma. Na omu te ho omu dan ho aye adwuma ko osisi abe hu say omu aye adwuma obi wo network ne so a network no wo fra enkwa na. It's still a good, they are still working. AT exists. It's serving its subscribers. But it is looking to grow its subscriber base. It needs to revamp its equipment and introduce new ones. It's sort of part
the kind of speculative journalism in Ghana. You bring the communications minister to your studio. You don't do any research, nothing. When you ask her questions like these, you create window for her to say nonsense and walk. Because you see, some questions are factual questions and they need factual answers. Utie obi questions obusa maamena. Hey, inti Airtel ni I say Airtel 80. You the journalist sitting there, you look stupid. You look very stupid. Because then what it means is say, who journalists now what to know? You have not even searched for anything. You don't have answers to anything. And to the woman sitting there no who assume automatically say you are also naive. It is a nipana on because you the journalist, it is your responsibility to let the person at home know say who busani questions are pay. Why ye a jumebia? Why was research? Emma question now busani because we all at home we cannot ask the questions. It is only a question out to in the altar no now was where Jimmy, and that is my problem with these fools. When they say they are doing production for shows, when they say I'm going to call this person to come on my show, what research do you do before you call these people to come on your show? And the OB strategy and they say MP before you use the OB. I'll come to the story. Oko Western region, Oko a Sikadon Katen, and I'll tell you about that. Mami Wewe. Kwasi adi omudi journalist ni Ghana no know. Now Omubusa Osla. Remember this interview I watched we. It was on the 21st of February 2024. A few February. And Ursula Owusu kachire say, "Eya 80 Airtel na and they turn na ni dindi 80 no. AirtelTigo na ya turn no and the omu dindi 80. Omo ewo joint venture partnership with a company friend Hanan Ventures. My team, we have dug Hanan Ventures. It does not exist. That company, Ursula say, eya 80 any more joint venture no. That Hanan Ventures, it does not exist anywhere. You can go and do your personal research on Hanan Ventures. The person behind it, the stakeholders, the shareholders, the CEOs, you will not get anybody. The Hanan Ventures. You there, I'm not the only person who have access to Google or whatever, or the real research. Go and search for that Hanan Ventures now. Ursula Eka say any 80 echo into partnership or what they call joint venture to basically rebuild a year 80 again. No, Monko Busa sa company in a way. Now, and you're not in the buy it, maybe DB. Now, on say Okasano, or see the partnership, no, our partners no will invest. Will at the end of the day invest in the equipment, the human resource. So it means that they are bringing something on board. Because I would thought Airtel, uton $1. It means Airtel, when there is a joint venture between wo and another company, that company too needs to bring on board some money to start running it. It is a PDS. Sir, Airtel, as someone back actually, are the same as PDS. Now, they have created companies to come and do a joint venture with Airtel that belongs to the Ghana government. Now, what is going to happen? And they say later, no, that company will end up buying Airtel. But what is going to happen? And they say, the costs Airtel be incur, that company will not take the costs. Meaning, now create a company to come and do a joint venture with Airtel and as 18, they will only be taking revenue, but the cost that comes with it, they will not be responsible for the cost. Something simple now. And as we speak today, Ursula Owusu, 18 a Ghana, dia mene wo dia na almost a ton $1 no, what ton 18 and this company 80, I catch him say Ursula Owusu a ton or ton November way. Now let's look at this. You see this document. It's a report that is out, but maybe I make sure contract to be. 80 Ghana staff assets to be transferred to PPL Net Ghana. Almost could be a new company, be a friend PPL. Greek ni bro ni bi na da no. Omo na ende, omo take over 80. So as we speak today, 80 no enya Ghana for there. Remember, Ursula Owusu said, omo to 80 no $1. Suddenly, November 11th, and Ursula Owusu signed a new contract with a company on friend PPL Net Ghana, a Ghanaian company. Omudi Greek ni bi atwa no, but be inside the deal no, a Ursula modia. Right now, almost a company we na able to take over the running of 80. Technically, assets. You can say assets. Company asset. Any say this company cocoa processing company. Omo different processing plants. Omo estates omo shares bi omo nyome bi a company ni dimu ni nyina no ye transfer 80 omo equipment human resource bibiano into the name of this company called PPL, meaning a company nankasa ne de ade bi ama company ni dimu a ejina ne naso e my friend 80 no saa de ni nyina no Ursula Owusu November ya wa transfer no to a company called PPL Net Ghana, meaning sa company no every single revenue that comes out of the assets of the company no sa every single thing every the company assets and you see a big company machine say make it $10 an hour, you saw 84 computer bia they make it $20 an hour, every money goes to this PPL. But you know the funny thing in the contract the company now almost say omabane 80 year juma the revenue part in Kwana at the end of the day they get. But when it comes to the asset, making sure that the asset incur any data and not there, it is not their job. Say 84 assets make losses. That one there PPL for they have nothing to do with it. But the assets, when the assets are making revenue, PPL for it goes to them. Technically, it goes to them. It goes to Aslan in the group now. Shareholders, invincible shareholders in PPL. Now, so already the contract between PPL and Ghana government. Now, this is the contract. You read some part of it. This is what it says. The man behind the PPL Onye is a Greek man. He's married to some Ghanaian lady. Omo is another thing. Or how Papa we sir Joshua Blue this man. He is the so-called owner of PPL. Ono ena edimu ejinem ediama Ursula mo se omo na 80 no yediama omo. This is a purely NPP company. Omo dia a PDS no format ni bia na mo dia mamo. Special purpose vehicle SPV ni bia na mo dia mamo. Now my main contract ni dia wom. This is what's in the contract. We read the contract now. This is what it says. Some part of it. This is what it says. So we read the free top or say we write to inform you that from the 1st November 2024, the agreement shall be novated to PPL Net Ghana Limited. So that from 1st November 2024, PPL Net Ghana Limited shall be bound by the terms of the agreement in place of Airtel Ghana Limited. PPL Net Ghana Limited expressly assume all rights and obligations of Airtel Ghana Limited under the agreement from the effective date. Now, baby, I did read that mark. Except that Airtel Ghana shall remain responsible for any liability accrued under the agreement before the effective date. What they want to tell you is say, when they sign the agreement, the PPL for no, they have nothing to do with it. But revenue and as on the PPL na MPP for a company now they will basically make money out of it. Now so about the second paragraph, let's make it easy because we have things to talk about. I'll say, please note that your October 2024 bills should still be paid to Airtel Ghana Limited. Now, the second one says, starting from the effective date, 1st November 2024, you will receive a bill for service from PPL Net Ghana Limited, and you shall pay bill amount to the new entity account detailed attached. So right now, no, they have changed all the documentation, the account where payments should go into technically, they have taken over the PPL, no, they have taken over Airtel all the way from the 1st of November. So as we speak, it is being given, and it has been given to PPL. It's payment we are making to 80, it is not going to 80, it is going to PPL, which belongs to Aslan MPP4. AirtelTigo now done again at 80, waton ama omankasa company they have created a friend PPL. Anything I can just say, Jais Ketem Blouse, now them they dangerous crowd as same way mu. So oba asiawa. The last red line now. Also, you do not need to sign a new contract with PPL Net Ghana by continuing to use the service you accept. The novation of the service agreement to the new entity. Into basically, they flipped it. They flipped it like this and they said, AT is now PPL. So they don't need to even do any detailing. It's basically flipping the coin and changing the bottom or the back. So it is basically, they just flipped it. But baby, I'm sure baby, because I don't want this to take all our time. Ahana Emma assembly dangerous pano. On some catch say, PPL for no right now 80 if we change your accounts, all monies will be moved into a PPL for an account. You see the account the PPL use Consolidated Bank of Ghana. Today in the history of Ghana, Consolidated Bank and the most fraudulent bank in Ghana. As we speak, the Bank of Ghana tells us to say, because they are so much involved, the bank is involved in so much the online fraud. Right now, Ghana, the Consolidated Bank Ghana, the Bank of Ghana, it has seized them. They've been seized from conducting any online transaction. Money transaction. Things like, online money transaction. Bank of Ghana, Akachom said they should hold on because Omo detective said the company, the Consolidated Bank of Ghana, now, do you know why AT are using a Consolidated Bank? Also, resell me, catch them say a Consolidated Bank, they're about to sell it. Now, they want to create an impression to the people who want to buy and they say the Consolidated Bank is a banker that basically it has a multi-million dollar companies, even government companies that run the accounts through there. Now, when you purchase this bank is making so much money because a company like PPL, which is technically 80, PPL can make about $10 million in a month through a payment or service charges. It means so purchases our bank now. A bank, the amount of interest you make, it is high. These are things they do. Then the investors who want to buy the banks will be like, okay, this bank is in good standings. Because I'm a better bank. That's a bank, at the end of the day, our international companies that invest and save through there. It means the bank at the end of the month, their turnover is good because they use big money, they transact big money, and every money that passes through a bank, it leaves some kind of banking charges. Into the consolidated bank, and then as I say about the Ghana fraud bank. That is why they use consolidated bank for these kind of things. So they are washing the criminal money through consolidated bank. And one of the fraud money never, because from the past I have shown you a document. I just say they are in the process of selling consolidated bank. Asla betina sempa ka kire mu say 80 and as AirtelTigo omunton ye omunye bibia but can word be it's the conversation is still ongoing. November and on bank no. In this episode, how they are doing this, and I'm not going to spend time on this. We'll post this on our website, on our page. This is the map. There are a few questions you can ask, and my team did a very thorough work on this. Now, Osha, what became of the 150 million investment the government was pursuing with Hanan Investment to recapitalize AT Ghana? Okay, say AirtelTigo. Omoka say omone a company called Hanan. Omako joint venture. Omoka say Hanan had $150 million eba to come and recapitalize to make sure some of the Sasi can have a share a year the AirtelTigo Adani 18 to let it stand on its feet again to work effectively. Okay. So we are asking a simple question, say, Hanan company na Ursula Owusu say they are coming to have a joint venture with 18. What happened to the $150 million? No, somebody babishim no PDS. Moka say PDS. Omoka say PDS was coming to invest $500 million. Also Saskanamba. This is what they are doing to you. Now, Mame Sanchiro, follow the diagram. Because per what Ursula said, Ewa Sempano, say Hanan company now money AirtelTigo Eco joint venture no. If they actually brought the $150 million, why are we now today offloading this company and saying say PPL for NG? It means the Hanan company came in and used the AT or AirtelTigo investment, to their benefit. They made their money and nothing. They took their money away. Now, Omar Dane 80 and I said AirtelTigo, no, they have turned into a prostitution joint. Every person can come in and fuck it and go away. Into my circle, Daniel Mwako BBFN PPL they are back. Now, that was the first question. Into which in the middle of the diagram, you can see said there's Airtel Ghana. Now, allegedly bought for $1. And a better than the government of Ghana, the yellow one, no? You get it. The same AirtelTigo. Now it is PPL Net Ghana, meaning government of Ghana and so shares womb. Into PPL Limited Ghana and the government of Ghana and are combining. Now the question is, who is AGL Group? One question. That's the first question we are asking. The second question is, who is buying PPL Net Ghana? Who is buying it? The third question is, who is Leo Scalatos, the white man? And what is his role in this transaction? Is he just a CEO for PPL or Airtel Ghana, or he has other interests in this transaction? Now, the fourth question is, what is the current value of PPL Net Ghana? We need to know, because the PPL Ghana now must say, right now they are doing a joint venture with them. No, how much money did they bring? What is their value? They also came with nothing. This PPL now, they didn't come with any money. They have created a PDS form of deal. They are also going to come in and do the joint partnership. It says to be a PDS and ECGB joint venture. No? These PPL people too are coming to have a joint venture with Ghana. And at the end of the day, they will make money through the government of Ghana in the name of joint venture. Into the question is, if we have handed over PPL, this asset to PPL, the question is, what is their value? What do they bring on board? Sikabe no mo de buy. Ursula Owusu is taking billions from you people. Oya Kronfo. Now, when you go down there, you see AT Ghana. Now, the assets we are talking about, Airtel Ghana, no. Now, Airtel now change any 80 Ghana, not assets no. Assets no is saying at what cost? Because the question is transfer of assets and workers at what cost? What is the value of the assets transferred to PPL Net Ghana? The third question is, where are the financial statements of AT Ghana for the public analysis? Because AT, remember, belongs to you and I. And the rules on the laws of the land show say they need to come out with a public document for us to know every year how much it made and how much loss it made. Into where is the public document to show us, say, yet the financial statement, 80, and I say, AirtelTigo 80, how much they made or how much they lost. Now, on say, when you take it from the PPL net, now the bad down one, notice to customers for all new revenue to go to PPL net Ghana. Remember, right now, say only a year PPL and not 80 edi ejumebia sikano echo PPL ho. Any transaction ejumebia only 80 and not AirtelTigo-PPL na echo PPL ho. That means so check PDS omo no omo to a credit for omo meter ni nyina na sa sikano ko PDS ho. We steady at the same format. PDS at a point now you talk credit say you did good your prepaid meter so na enko ECG ho na ekọ hian ho na ekọ PDS ho and until date you busa PDS say omo be eso ebe sa joint venture with ECG no how much money did they collect as ECG sika also based in the country. This is the same format Ursula is using into ATL 80 do way a PDS. So you now understand. It is what's not Ghana. Now we are skirt and blouse. When they are not supposed to come to Parliament, you need to give everything to the NDC. Give a year Parliament to the NDC. NDC needs to have 182, at least 182 parliamentary seats. Because these things they are doing. So one NDC for Parliament, I am telling you. You need to vote John Mahama and vote for the NDC parliamentary candidate. That is the only way. And that's Ursula so first way the free. Yen to me nyashi because after nyama can kwasi ampenyi no oba be gina parliament tietiem. I have 47 MPs on first anti munya beka say yeah because omo de Ghana shikre inform ho. Because the only man free SHS. Eduane o media inform ho asase a yese na inform ho economy na ase na inform ho nipa ewu inform ho enkora ye mabo eduane boni wo school inform ho Ghana yensi hospital inform ho omo de free SHS enti ye ne Ghana fo na yaka ye nyusu adwene a enkwasiafo kakra bi be say ye nyina ye life you were just 11 days to go to vote 11 days to save Ghana 11 pe. One man go for 8 years in Kwasi. I didn't know there is 16 and there bedruha. Omunim nyansa.